Sixers lead in their loss to the Knicks over the weekend. Up by 18 in the fourth quarter, Houston just turned the ball over 9 times, went through a stretch of 8 consecutive missed shots to allow New York to close that gap and ultimately win the game by 2. Here's Rockets head coach Ime Udoka on the loss.
You know, it's just the same story, and we've lost too many games like this with big leads. And whether it's Kevin going out and, you know, I'm telling our men and our young guards, Reed, specifically those two are in, got to be more demonstrative and get us into our sets, get us into what we're looking for. And it's not just time to freestyle.
Not just time to freestyle. No, definitely, probably not during a game time to freestyle. How bad was this loss for KD and the Rockets, Vince?
I don't know how bad it was if you've been watching them play all year. This was predictable. I'm sitting in the press box at Madison Square Garden. The fans are mad. I turn to people and I'm like, Knicks going to win this game because Houston can't close. They are to be a good team, they are one of the worst clutch teams in the NBA this season. Clutch as defined by the game is within 5 points with 5 minutes or less. When you have Kevin Durant, who is one of the all-time greatest scorers we have ever seen, staring down the barrel of a defense 1-5, and he has to create shots because there's no other movement, there's no point guard on the floor, there's nothing else going on, that's a recipe for disaster. Sometimes he can create good out of bad, but that's not the type of offense that I want to see the Houston Rockets create. When you have Amen Thompson and Reed Shepherd, the players that Ime Udoka called out and said, hey, now's not the time to freestyle, those guys are so inexperienced, they're not qualified to be in a position to settle down on offense in the last 5 minutes of a game. Them losing Fred VanVleet is going to come up big for them in the playoffs. I can see them talent-wise, Shay, getting to the conference finals and losing in the first damn round because they can't close.
Good point. Perk?
The Rockets are going home in the first round. Number one, they lack high basketball IQ. Number two, they've lost their identity defensively. They used to be a defensive-minded team. I don't know what the hell happened. Number three, they play individual, selfish basketball. They play my-turn basketball offensively. If you watch the Rockets play, that's what Coach Ime Udoka was alluding to. It's times where you just watch Amen Thompson. He want to go one-on-one, show the world that he could go get a bucket. No structure to their offense. The same with Şengün. Here's the bigger thing, and this is what pisses me off. The Rockets had the audacity and the nerve at the trade deadline to not pick up the phone and call the Milwaukee Bucks to try to get Giannis Antetokounmpo. They had the audacity not to pick up the phone. They had that all of their young guys are untouchable. Have they lost their damn mind? When you talk about being able to get an all-time great that's in the middle of his prime and Giannis Antetokounmpo and pair him alongside Kevin Durant, and we're looking at a Western Conference that is wide open right now because a lot of teams are dealing with injuries, and now all of a sudden you look at this routine, this pattern of behavior of dropping games while being up double figures in the fourth quarter. This is disturbing. They'll be sent home in the first round. I guarantee you that.
Let me tell you something, man. I don't disagree with that last part, Big Perk, but I'll tell you something just as egregious. You know, your GM, Raphael Stone, been around, knows the game. I like him personally. His daddy was a point guard. I remember I was doing research on him a few weeks ago. His daddy was a point guard at the University of Washington and played the last 2 seasons under Tex Winters, for crying out loud. You know, this man knows basketball, and he knows the importance, and one would think, particularly considering his pedigree, that he knows the importance of a point guard. You lose Fred VanVleet before the season even begins. How do you not have a point guard? How do you not have a point guard? Amen Thompson is going to be a stud. I love him, okay? And Reed Shepherd is no scrub. But you need an experienced point guard. You don't go out and get a Kevin Durant and not have an experienced point guard. That's number one. Number two, you're 24th in the league in turnovers. You're 29th in turnovers at clutch time. You're the second worst team in the league in turnovers at clutch time. And I'm looking at the personnel or lack thereof you may have, but I'm also looking at Kevin Durant. He's a future Hall of Famer. Everybody getting on him about some damn burner account. That's his business. I don't give a damn whether he got a burner account or not. I mean, everybody just kick rocks and stop going up to press conference asking him about this stupid nonsense, okay? Ask him about the game. Because what he really needs to be talking about is what the hell is happening to this team. Now, I'm reading this quote here, all right? You got 9 turnovers in the fourth quarter. 9 turnovers in the fourth quarter. That's what happened to them the other night. Here's Kevin Durant's explanation. In a lot of our games, we're up 10, 12, 14. We just give it away because we don't play with that dominant trait. I thought in the first 3 quarters, we played with more pace. In the fourth quarter, we were just stagnant to start. It gave them momentum. We were giving up layups and turnovers. I just think we relaxed a bit coming into the fourth quarter. How are you relaxing when you know y'all are suspect at the point guard spot? You're turning the ball over at clutch time. You got one of the worst records during clutch time as well. You're an under 500 team in clutch time. How do you know all of that and you're getting relaxed? See, that's where leadership comes in, respectfully. You understand? Kevin Durant's all-world player, balling out this year, deserves all the praise we give him. The man is sensational. We get that. But when we talk about leadership, it's your team. It's your team, Kevin Durant. You're the 2-time champion. You're the 2-time NBA Finals MVP. You're the former league MVP. You're one of the greatest players to have ever played this game. Mm-hmm. And when you speak, you're like E.F. Hutton. They will listen. So when this stuff is lacking, where you at? I mean, why are you blowing games? Why? You know, it's Kevin Durant. This is who we're talking about. It's KD. This is not an average player. This is not a good player. This is not just a great player. This is one of the all-time greats. When that mother opens his mouth, you have no choice but to listen. What you doing? What you gonna say to them? Period. Just a question. Just a question. Don't get on me for asking a question.
He can't get him a point guard, can he?
I don't know. He can't get him a point guard.
He could have if he had insisted before the trade deadline.
Before the trade deadline, exactly. Is it Kevin Durant's team? I don't know. I think that's part of the problem. And yet,
it is his team.
All this to say about the Rockets, and the Knicks still only won by 2. We'll leave that there, though. We'll talk
He's the
about
champion.
it more later on.
2 times.
That's
2-time
fair.
NBA Finals MVP. It's his damn team.
At home. Despite a monster triple-double from the Joker, the Nuggets still lost to the shorthanded Warrior.
From Tyrese Maxey.
I didn't know that he was going downhill. I just ended up turning my head, and I'm thinking he's going to lay it up. And then he went and punched it. It was like a little quick dunk, too. I couldn't even get a chance to block it. Yeah, he played great, man. One of my favorite players to watch in the league.
It was quick, but it was effective. Let's get to a quick take now, Perk. An amazing dunk by Tyrese Maxey at 39 points in the Sixers' 135-108 win over the Wolves yesterday. Where do the Wolves, though, stack up in the West? I feel like we don't talk about them enough. What do you think?
We don't. Look, a team that's led by Anthony Edwards with their core, that all the guys that were returning from a team that went to the Western Conference Finals last year, this team is actually my sleeper to coming out of the Western Conference. They just have to stay true to their identity. Their identity is being a bunch of dogs, being pesky on the defensive side of things, but we're talking about Anthony Edwards here. We're talking about one of the best players in the world. And with the way that Julius Randle has been playing this season, I thought he should have been an all-star. When they on the same accord and they're listening to Coach Finch and they're being stars in their role, this team is really, really dangerous. I'm not going to overreact to that loss last night, but they're my sleeper when it comes down to a team coming out of the Western Conference.
Yeah, and listen, Ant-Man is so entertaining to watch, too. So.
Yeah, hold on, Shay.
Yep.
Hold on, Shay. Real quick with Perk before we move on. They could also be home in the first round. The Minnesota Timberwolves are the 6th seed in the Western Conference. If the playoffs were to begin today, they playing Jokic in the first round. That's not necessarily good.
They put him out
That's all
last time.
I know that. I'm aware. Who gets Jokic twice? Let's keep that in mind.
Yeah.
That ain't easy.
Tied with the Lakers.